my question to this anonymous attendee.
Yeah,
In the meanwhile, others to those who are ready, those who want to ask some questions, kindly write down their questions and all. So one of the questions is,
yes, please.
the question is to you.
Yeah.
That the design, drafting, and simulation jobs using software are being done by ITI diploma qualified candidates in industry since long time. Then why more qualified candidates such as BTech or MS, PhD or
My question to is that design, drafting, and simulation jobs using softwares are being done by IIT diploma qualified candidates since long time. Then why more qualified candidates such as BTech, MS, and these people holds their holders would join these kind of jobs profile? Don't you think it's underemployment? And what is the scope of growth in the design and drafting? Okay, I'll answer that. See, first of all, it's a myth that everybody is doing, or I would say IIT and these people are doing these jobs. So today's engineering world is not about doing a job. It is about exploring the engineering rather than doing a day-to-day activity. The first thing you need to understand is don't go by the scope of job, go by the scope of engineering. And engineering demands more smarter people. Software are just the tools, okay, they are just aids which will help you to solve your problem at a shorter time. Primarily you should take up this activity. The last example what I showed was out of the way, where person has introduced a bio aspects, okay, using a plant as an engineering for his standard application. So I would say to the person is, engineering domain is vast, okay, so you should actually explore yourself and try to get up to a situation where it can be his interest upon engineering in what domain he wants to perform, rather than comparing what I would say with IITs or masters. Everybody is equipped with their own challenges. One of the major challenge is knowledge. If you have knowledge, okay, in a specific domain, that will surely help you, and that is where the tools like simulations would help you to upscale. It is not only CFD, it is not only mechanical, it's a multi-physics.
yeah? So
Yes.
the question is,
Second question is, can we analyze gas flow and mixing of two? Yes, I showed you an example. Two gases which can be of different concentrations or species, what we call it as, can be analyzed. Okay, with respect to temperature, also can be analyzed. High temperature, low temperature, different consistency can be performed.
is it possible to analyze the steel structures?
Yes, obviously. Not only steel, it can be plastic, rubber, any material can be analyzed, because the simulation capability, there is a material model. We have to understand the material model. In that material model, you have different characteristics, thermal characteristics, strength characteristics, you have electronics or electrical characteristics, and fatigue characteristics, high temperature fatigue, low temperature fatigues. So all these characteristics are the inputs for your software, based on which you can perform it for plastic, rubber, non-linear, linear materials. So steel is actually more simple material, to be precise. More complex materials are carbon fibers, nylons, or I would say rubber, to predict. So yes, 100%.
So somebody is asking what is the accuracy of simulation when it comes to reality?
Yes. So when it comes to simulation, okay, accuracy depends upon two things. One is the solver what you are using, okay, is a gold standard solver. Okay. The accuracy depends upon your mesh, type of quality of mesh, and the result aspects of it. Now, if I talk about accuracy, people will ask how accurate, or how I know that my result is accurate. So you have to perform specimen tests. Specimen means sample tests. If you go to Siemens, say literature, for every specimen, okay, every specimen, there is a test case available, which test case in the sense physical test. So that physical test with the virtual test can be calibrated and you can get the accuracy. But the solver, what we are talking about, is a gold standard. So the accuracy is around 99.9%. Now 1% is a human error, or 0.01 is a human error, or it can be the quality of the mesh.
Probably you have to select the right properties to
Yeah, yes.
in the
See, software is like garbage in and garbage out. Okay. So if you put garbage into it, you will get garbage. So if you put right materials or right data, you can expect the exact value of it.
question is there. In case of composites, simulation does not provide good results. Why? I think the answer is same that.
Nee, see, composites are more complex. Okay. Today's solvers, the layup, the fiber layup, and everything again is a user problem. If the user puts it right, you can get the accurate result. If and yes, whatever questions you have, okay, all these answers are available on Siemens portal. I request you guys to go to Siemens portal and try to put this question. You will surely get a case study. Or if you go to Google, you can get the case studies.
I think
And yeah,
does it have a material library? Another question is there.
yes. The material library is extended up to 1,000 plus materials right inside the software. Either it is CFD centric or whether it is structural centric.
There is a question from head of physics department.
Yes.
Can we simulate light guiding in the optical waveguides? Or second is further.
Yes, waveguides and optical can be modeled. There is a small module right inside CCM. Okay, especially for this nuclear industries where waveguide and other things are useful. A small model can be done, but you need particle tracking kind of a solver for that.
Another is second part of the question is further non-linear optical of properties can be estimated or not, whether it is possible or not.
Yes, it is very much possible to do it using the existing solvers.
Is there any other questions? I request if somebody has. Yeah, Arpana ma'am, please ask your question.
Yeah. So thank you, Rama, for your enlightening talk on the simulation. Since I am heading the Department of Biomedical Engineering and you have talked much about the biomedical aspect for this simulation, I just wanted to know about, like, when you talk about the like stunts and other biomedical devices which are going to be implanted in the human bodies. So when you are doing the simulations experiments and when you are going through the in the real world of the body, so how the challenges are minimized through the simulation, because the environment is completely different.
Right. Absolutely, ma'am. You have a very valid point. Primarily, when we talk about human body, okay, we do a virtual validation. In virtual validation, we have libraries like the main challenge is about the vein thickness, nerve thicknesses, and the material model of that nerve. So all these material models can be modeled in simulation, characterizing whatever the patient has. As I mentioned, MRI or scanning techniques helps us to gauge all these capabilities. And nerve, there are libraries, there are mechanical and thermal models for all these things. We can model it in the simulation. Using structures as a physics, which then helps you to understand if I apply a specific pressure on a nerve end or in the nerve, what is the deformation. Okay, and also it also talks about the fracture mechanics. Fracture means at a specific pressure, if there is any kind of a rupture, considering the amount of force and the amount of the nerve thickness, we can then actually do these tests and then perform it on the actual patient, because the wire the stent what I'm going to develop, that stent will be with respect to the tension, the stiffness of the nerve characteristics what that patient has. Then we will
Even the compatibility.
Yes, we have to do a compatibility test for that. Yes,
He'll be the one who will be presenting on the biotech specialized lab also. He'll be discussing on that day particular biotech. So all those questions.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and because tomorrow we have CNC controller one. Acha, again, another question is composite perform on fiber volume fractions. Can this material library import various
modeled
fraction properties?
Yes, yes. For long fiber and short fiber, we are talking about short fiber. Yes, we can import that mechanical properties and behaviors of those using PLML XML. It's a PLML XML. It's a format where the specific material characteristic can be imported in the simulation.
You basically have to have the knowledge of what
Yes,
fibers you want to use and what are the aspect ratio of the fiber you want to.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that is available by the test body. If they test, in the sense, whoever test and do the physical testing of these, they give you a format, PLML XML format that you can directly introduce. Or the software wise, as I mentioned earlier, it has all the fields available. You just have to keep on introducing the required properties and then it will perform the same.
One question is another. There's a repeated question by Surbhi, so I'll answer that. Okay, Surbhi, he is already informed that accuracy of simulation depends upon what kind of properties you are selecting. The more nearer you
No.
are to the property selection and other.
See, I'll again explain this answer. See, quality of simulation depends upon two things. One is the user data, and the second is, for example, if you have a bar, a cantilever beam, and that cantilever beam has 4 elements, okay, which is of 10 centimeter. Now, if I have 4 elements of around 2 centimeters each, okay, what you will get is at the end where it is fixed, you will see that there is a 2 mm, okay, 2 mm ka stress at the end. But if I change the mesh size from 1 mm to 0.5 mm or 1 mm, you can see the stress is the area is actually shrinking down and you are getting a stress in a smaller area. So you have to change your mesh iterations to go to the exact value. It is not for the number, but area of your interest. The stress will not change, but your fillet area for the stress is neither 2 mm or 1 mm. It can be 0.5 mm depending upon your mesh size. So you do this small exercise of changing the mesh and checking the area. You'll automatically get to the quality of the result.
Thank you. Thank you.